evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the NITEC Sports Center in North Richland Hills, Texas. It's time for Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. I'm Chet Yoder, so glad to have each and every one of you with us, whether it may be here inside the NITEC Sports Center, River City Grill, in Shreveport, Bossier, wherever you may be. We're so glad to have you with us here for the Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram pregame show. And once again, the Mudbugs take on the hated Lone Star Brahmas, and what a rivalry it has been between Dan Wildfong's club and Jason Soupy Campbell's club. The two teams season series tied 5-5. They're nip and tuck in those standings, and it's basically simple. A lot of people have been asking me questions all week long. How does it work? What the Mudbugs need to do, it's a tall task ahead. They're going to have to win both games. It can be in 60, it can be in 65, it can be in the shootout. They need to win both games to grab the second seed in home ice, which will be, of course, the Mudbugs and the Brahmas in the first round of the playoffs. This is like a tune-up to that best-of-5 series that'll begin next Friday, no matter what. Once again, the Mudbugs sit with 65 points, 1 point behind Lone Star, who has 66, and for the Brahmas, they've lost 3 of their past 4 games. The Mudbugs, on the other hand, have won 4 of their past 5, and they will look to build off that tonight. A win tonight can make Saturday a lot more interesting. That's what the Mudbugs want to do, and we'll talk to Jason Soupy Campbell after these messages. This is the Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram pregame show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs. From routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, dental emergencies, and more with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalstrip.com.
From diving lessons with certified trainers to gearing up in the proper dive gear, Scuba Ventures has just what you need to begin your diving adventures. Hey, it's Jordan Fader. Explore the underwater world with us. Whether you dream of seeing all the colorful fish of the sea or simply want to feel the rush of the open water, we can turn your dream into reality. Learn to dive and take trips with us to Cozumel, Curacao, and Roatan. We offer a full spectrum of underwater classes from scuba, snorkeling, open water diving, boat diving, and more. Call us now at 318-222-3483 or log on to scubaventures.com.
Welcome back into the Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram pregame show, the regular season finale here from the NITEC Sports Center, game 1 of this 2-game series between the Brahmas and the Mudbugs. The Mudbugs' biggest rival, as the Mudbugs and the Brahmas vie for home ice advantage in the first round. And it's simple, as we're joined by head coach Jason Campbell. The Mudbugs must sweep these 2 games to grab that 2 seed in home ice. And Coach, just kind of rewinding back to Odessa, obviously a big sweep and a lot of confidence. Did that kind of confidence linger into the week, or I guess you can say transcend into a really good week of practice?
Yeah, it did. You know, the energy was good. Guys were happy, and again, but it doesn't mean that we were perfect. It's just the energy was there, so that's great. And really, we felt like we've kind of had some good energy for the last few weeks, and even in the games coming out, jumping off to pretty good starts for the most part. And it was a good week. And then nice little pregame this morning, bus ride over, and here we are ready to go to finish out the regular season.
I wanted to ask you about Carson Nichols. He had a goal in each of the last 2 games. Do you see that pop, more of that pop from him? Because I know you were, looking for more out of him. I know you were challenging him all season, and he definitely was battling himself in and out of that lineup. And he's kind of been in there now for the most part lately. Do you like that pop he's got going on right now?
Yeah, he's definitely been playing well for us. Every guy gains a little confidence with the more games they play and the more ice time they're getting. He's contributing on the penalty kill as well. So it can't help but boost your confidence a little. But that's why we preach to these guys all the time. We carried a lot of players. We had a lot of injuries this year, so guys are going to get their opportunity, but you have to practice hard all the time and just be ready for whenever your name and number is called to get out there and do a job for us. And he did that. He kind of grinded it out and tough through the first part of the season where he was out of the lineup quite a bit, really. And now he's found himself in the lineup a lot, and he's really made the best of it so far.
Davis Gockler got thrown into last weekend's mix. You had some injuries. Mark Kapkovic was out. Jacob Skolnick was out. How did you think Gockler did, considering he kind of got right back into town with a couple of days to spare?
I thought he did great. He took a hard hit and he bounced back and gave one back, which was nice to see. The biggest thing with a lot of these guys that come in, whether it's from midget to, they're like, oh man, or guys that just come in to skate, they're like, wow, the speed just is the biggest difference, and the strength of the players is a difference too, but they're like, man, it's just everything happens a little quicker. It's fast. And I felt like while he was here, he was kind of catching up to that pace, and then he went back to midget to play for a little while, and when he came back, I think it just took him a minute to kind of get his legs again, but it didn't take him long, and he's another kid that just has had a great week of practice, and he'll be ready if we need him this weekend. What's
the updates on Mark Kapkovic and Jacob Skolnick?
They're healthy. They can play. So we're just gonna play up at ear. We'll put Cap in there tonight and see how he does, and we'll probably get Scholes in. Just give him another day. One more day just to settle in and make sure he's feeling pretty good. So we'll probably give him a go tomorrow night. But as of right now, we'll go with Cap tonight.
It feels like, looking at this Lone Star team, their most important person is their goaltender, Seth Isley. What has stood out about him or impressed you the most about him? Because he has given the Mudbugs trouble.
Well, he's taken on a big workload. He's played a lot of games, and they rely on him a lot. He's got a big frame, so he covers up a lot of the net, but he doesn't really quit on pucks either. So he's got that work ethic to be able to play as many games and as many minutes as he's had. He's done a good job, and they play a pretty good defensive game in front of him too, though. He may. Some people may look at him as their most important player, but I guarantee you, he's saying, it's a team effort. Sure. It's the guys in front of me, which it is. Your goalies need to make big saves when you need them to, and he's done that for them, especially against us. But again, they play a good, hard defensive game in front of them as well. So it's hard to kind of break through that D zone coverage and then get some quality shots on them.
Mudbugs fans have been trying to figure out this goaltending tandem that we have here in Shreveport, and kind of who's going to go, whose turn it is, if there's a pattern that Coach Soupy has, and if Balboa went Friday, Schward goes Saturday, and tonight you go back to Schward in net.
Yeah, so we're just it's one of those things, coming out as the second seed this weekend isn't the end all. Yes, it'd be great to have home ice advantage, but at the same time, it's not the end of the world if we don't. But we're coming in, we want to be competitive, and I think both of our goalies give us a chance to win. But if we do win tonight, that kind of gives us an opportunity to solidify a second seed tomorrow night. So I just feel like, and talking with Rich, our goalie coach, obviously, he's got a really good insight on our guys too, and we both feel like we can win with both goalies, but we're just kind of going with the veteran guy. Go with the veteran guy and see how he does tonight with the pressure of a so-called must win.
Yeah, I think a lot of fans get caught up in this rivalry between the Brahmas and the Mudbugs that goes way back, and now you got Dan Wildfong, obviously a former teammate of yours, on the other side. Do you get kind of caught up in that as well? I mean, I know that obviously you're friends off the ice, but I mean, obviously enemies on the ice, and is that extra competitiveness, extra blood in you?
Yeah, well, it's just like practicing together.
Right.
You push each other all the time to the limits, and I'm not going to sit there and yell and scream at him on the bench, but there is that competitiveness that always stirs inside you, and I know he's got it inside of him. He wants to beat us, and we're the same way. I want to beat them. I don't want to lose to them this weekend. I don't want to lose to them in the playoffs, and they're the same way. So yeah, to me, it's just a great, healthy competitive couple weekends coming up here for both teams, and I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward to the challenge, and I know our guys are, and I'm sure he is, and that their guys are as well.
I'm not here to make any excuses, but obviously it's a little harder on the day of travel to play a game. What's the biggest key tonight? Is it going to be that first period and to see how your guys come out in the first 10 minutes?
The biggest key tonight is the preparation that we had this week, in my opinion, and really the last couple weeks. So I'm not worried about traveling the day of, because that just like you said, there's no excuses, right? And that's what these guys have to understand. Do you think Lone Star cares that we travel the day of? They travel the day of every time they come see us, so nobody cares. Nobody cares about anything but what happens when you step on the ice. So that's the biggest key, is our preparation leading up to this week, and the guys responding once we hit the ice.
Coach, thanks for the time and good luck tonight.
Thank you, Chet Yoder.
We'll have more after these messages. This is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler Ram pregame show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522. Generational Financial Advisors is a proud partner of Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. Janice Watt and the experienced staff at Generational Financial Advisors will assist you in planning for all of life's phases from college to retirement. Give Janice a call at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com. Generational Financial Advisors, stable, trustworthy, experienced. Secured investment advisory services offered through Royal Alliance Associates, Incorporated, member of FINRA, SIPC, and registered investment advisor. Generational Financial Advisors is a marketing name. Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. FATA Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case, or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, FATA Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or visit them online at defatapi.com.
Welcome back into the Nitec Sports Center in North Richland Hills, Texas. Now time for the Scuba Ventures starting lineups. First for the Lone Star, Brahmas, head coach by Dan Wildfong, assistant coach Justin Hale. At left wing will be number 22, Frankie Trezera. At center will be number 23, Andrew DiCarlo. And on the right wing will be number 18, Jake Swade. On defense, on the left side will be number 11, Scott Person. And on the right side will be number 6, Blake Evano. Getting the start in nets, he's been mighty and fierce in the cage. He's making his 30th start for the Brahmas. It's Mr. Seth Isley, number 41 rather. He is 16-8-1 with a 2.20 goals against and a .930 save percentage. He's having a tremendous year. Your Scuba Venture starting lineups for Jason Soupy Campbell's Shreveport Mudbugs. Assistant coach Scott Musket, goalie coach Rich Perrant behind the bench tonight. At left wing will be number 13, the captain, Jay Fewell. At center will be number 18, Warren Nattyshek. And on the right wing will be number 14, Georgi Fedulov. On defense will be number 16, David Brazil on the left, and number 6, CJ Regula on the right. Getting the start in nets will be number 1, Leo Schward, making